There are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.
Woo! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, everybody? That band kicked some serious ass. Bob Johnson, what's happening, brother? Why can't I hear you? Bob? Uh-oh. LJ, can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Something happened with Bob. We lost Bob.
Bob,
I don't know what. Something happened with Bob. But what do you think of that band?
I love it. I love it, man. They are freaking awesome, man.
Wow. Bob hit the nail on the head. Arcadian Kings. Wow. Check out this band, guys. They are amazing. What do they have? Bagpipes?
You got me?
LJ?
There we go. I just heard them.
What's up, Bob?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Bob Johnson?
All right.
Well, Bob, I got to tell you. Yeah, your microphone's not working too good tonight. Bob? Uh-oh, we're having a problem. We're having a problem with Bob Johnson's microphone.
Wait We're having a
Give
problem.
me 5 minutes.
Please
Yeah,
hold
do you-
on.
Give me 5 minutes.
Technical difficulties.
So what's up, LJ? So that band, Arcadian Kings. What do you think of those guys?
I think they
Holy
rock,
shit,
man.
huh?
They really rock, man. I mean, these guys got to get signed to a label.
They got to get something, man. They
Yeah,
use
sorry,
bagpipes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like the original, like AC/DC, cranking it out with bagpipes and all that.
Yeah, wow.
Like it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Yeah, man, they were killing it. So what's up, brother? How was your weekend?
It was good, man. We had a good weekend. You know, a little cold, a little rain, but we went out riding. I got the bike out, and felt good, man. It felt good to be out. You know how it is when you don't ride all season, and then you get back on the road. It's like it wasn't a long ride, and I'll tell you, it did hurt a little bit, man. You know, it went from like 70-something degrees to like 50 degrees and started raining out for a short period of time.
Yeah, man, look how you were doing.
Man, that hurt the muscles, but then
After a while, it kicks the shit out of you, bro.
I didn't ride far, but it was just the cold. The temperature change going from so warm to cold and rain. It was like really, I felt it, with the,
Well, there you are.
I got the spinal nerve damage, so it kind of.
Whatever you did, man, your microphone just kicked in.
Who, me?
Yeah. Why is everybody having audio problems tonight?
I don't know.
Do I sound okay? I mean, I hope.
You got me now?
Fine to me.
There's Bob Johnson. I hear him.
All right.
Bob.
Hey, can you hear now?
Yeah. What's up, Bob?
I'm outside. I had to go outside. I live in a metal house.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you're home. You're not on the road today.
I'm at home. A rare moment.
Yeah.
Wow. To see Bob Johnson home is amazing.
Yeah, it's a rare sight. The neighbors are going to come out and take pictures.
Excited to be here. Woo.
Let's get Bob out
But
here.
I'm
What's
back
up?
on the road tomorrow.
So, Bob, man, well, you hit the
right.
nail on the head with that band. Holy shit. That song was incredible. I got to tell you.
You know, I met those guys about a year ago at a little small rally down in Bedford, Indiana called the Bedrock Biker Rally. And immediately we made a connection. I stood there listening to them in amazement. And I'm like, how do I have not heard about you? And we got to talking and just, going on, carrying on the conversation. I called a good friend, Larry and Larry Job.
Yep.
He drove up 3 hours, booked him immediately for his show in Galveston, which they played the Ground Zero Music Fest recently. And it's just taken off from there. We've got him coming up at Sandusky Bike Week at the Rock and Ranch Saloon, May 30th and June 1st. And then yet to be announced, a top secret show coming up. It's big news for them. It's big news for us. And I think we're all going to be excited.
I got to tell you, I was impressed. I mean, that is one of those songs, like, when you hear a new band, you got to hear the song a few times before you get it. And you're like, oh, okay, that song kicks ass. That song I heard for the first time today, immediately I was like, wow, that's a kick-ass song. That's a kick-ass band. So, good job. Let's say hello.
That's
What's that?
I was just going to say, that's what I liked about him when I first met him was you'd never heard their songs, but you already knew them. You already wanted to, hear more and more. And so I was fortunate enough to see him two great nights down at the Bedrock Rally. And we became friends. And I got a call from John, who we had on the show a couple weeks ago. And he said, hey, would you like to help us out with some U.S. tour dates? And I'm like, absolutely. So I started doing my homework, and I'm doing all I can. This is one platform.
That's awesome.
But, reaching out, emailing, and talking is the other platform. So we just need everybody to jump on there, arcanakings.com, and check them out.
Absolutely, Bob. I mean, I got to tell you, we got to get this band in Daytona. We got to get them in Myrtle. We got to get them everywhere. So they're really an incredible band. I'd like to see them go far. But let's say hi to Lucky out there. What's up, Lucky? How you doing, brother?
Good, guys. How's it going out there?
We're doing all right, man.
Hi, Lucky.
Oh, good. Sorry, I'm a little late. This is the last week though that gig
okay.
I was helping my friend out with, driving up to Los Angeles every day and helping him out in his office there. I'm all done with that now. So
Nice.
This is the last week. So next week I'll be on time. So
That's all right. We're not gonna what do you call it? Punish you or anything like that.
None about it.
We're not gonna dock you. All right.
okay, good. 'Cause I need the paycheck that I get from you guys.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The big money's rolling in now, man.
It is. It's rolling in.
I got some big news here.
What's that?
joined up Cyclefish, man.
I saw that. I said welcome to you
yeah.
guys. I sent you a howdy, and I meant to call you the other day, and I'll call you tomorrow for sure. I want to talk to you about a couple
man.
things.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
All right.
We'll talk to you
Yeah.
about too.
Yes, I saw you jumped on there. So, like I said, be sure to tell us about the events you got going on. We got a lot of stuff going on this year. I am so excited about this year. There are a lot of motorcycle events that finally, they're finally working their way back after those couple years of hell that they went through.
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was
bad, and it took a few of them a couple of years to really work it back. Some of them had like a small rally in 22, 23, but a lot of them are coming back, and they're coming back big and strong now. So we're excited. There's speaking of rallies, there's a few things going on this weekend. Yeah, as you know, Myrtle Beach is going on right now. Of course, it's ending this weekend. So that'll be over. We got the Tennessee Motorcycles and Music Revival.
Nice. Okay.
That's a big event that goes on down in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. It actually happens on Loretta Lynn's ranch down there.
Right.
So it's
and that one's for real, right?
That one's for real. That is not the what was that? The Nashville.
Yeah.
The Nashville Motorcycle Rally. Our good friend Mike Axel over there.
Oh my God, Mike! I gotta tell you, if it wasn't for Mike Axel, I don't think I would have got the followers I got now, because we called his bullshit, and we had John Frew, who's a big listener to the show, cracked it wide open right here on the show.
Yep, I remember that. And, we did a few blog posts on it, and they got some of the biggest viewings we ever had on Buck. Excuse me, guys.
So where he got nailed? He got nailed at the hotel right across the street from the Corvette Museum in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
That's where they nailed him. And so, big bullshit thing. So.
He had a lot of shit going on. When you look at when I was reading the stories on him, I mean, the rap sheet that he had and the stuff the warrants he had out, and the what he was wanted for, it wasn't just that motorcycle rally. He was doing all kinds of. Well, let's say allegedly. Let's do this properly. Let's act like real media people here. We'll say allegedly he did a whole bunch of really bad shit.
Right.
So we got that going on down there in Tennessee. The Aspen Cash Motorcycle Rally. That's a fun rally out in a town called Ruidoso, New Mexico. So anybody that's out there in the desert areas in the southwestern United States, head on out to Ruidoso, New Mexico this weekend for the Aspen Cash Rally down there.
Wow.
They do two rallies a year down there. One in May, one in September.
Okay.
They were lucky to get some permits. They had a lot of problems. I don't know if you all heard, but there was there used to be a big rally that went on down in Red River, New Mexico.
Okay.
Every year, and last year they had a shooting there. Of course, some assholes went down there and decided that this was a good place to have a shootout and a little gang war going on. And so New Mexico was being really harsh about, of course, giving permits out to do anything else related to motorcycles.
Right.
You know how it is. One bad biker, and every biker in the world is bad.
Yep. Exactly. That sucks.
Amazes the shit out of me. It's just, if you read the newspaper any Monday morning, how many shootings go on in bars, over the weekend, and in towns like, and I'm not bad mouthing any towns, but in New York, Chicago, Detroit, Miami, Los Angeles, people get shot in bars every single weekend.
Yeah.
They don't shut down every bar in the state saying no more bar permits. People
if they're not getting shot in bars, they're doing shots in bars. Right?
Yeah, exactly. People that go to bars are all bad people because one asshole decided to do something stupid. But yet, when it's somebody riding a motorcycle, we're just lumped in with all bikers are bad. We don't want them in town anymore.
When I get your email, I'll have to send you a story I wrote a few years back called "Small Town Bar" in upstate New York. And
okay,
I don't want to spoil it for you, but I think you'll get a kick out of it.
All right, yeah, send it over to me. I'd love to read it.
I wrote that story years ago based on I was working at Geico on Long Island, and I was working in the building, and the guy, one of the security guards, was an off-duty police officer. And he says, oh, and he mentioned a biker bar in the area. And he goes, yeah, we're always told to watch out for that place. Every night we're told to go check it out, check this place out, watch it. He goes, and there's never a single problem there. He goes, but meanwhile, all the sports bars, there's fights at every night. He goes, every night, but nobody, it's like that's boys being boys when sports fans get fights.
Yeah.
But, bikers who behave themselves, and the bar has been there for years, and there's never been a problem. You got to watch that bar every night and be real careful with it. You know?
Wow. Yeah, that sucks, man. I knew
Yeah.
bars like that here in Long Island. Same thing.
Oh yeah, so, yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, there's bad people in every single walk of life. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, you could say, even the religious people. I mean, how many wars have started, and how many, terrorist things have happened, with the, using the shield of religion. So there's bad people in an extremist in every walk of life. And yes, there are some bad bikers out there, and there's some bikers that give us a bad name. But for the most part, we're great people. Get to know us. Come on out, get to know us. Oh, and also, speaking of rallies this weekend, Blowout's got his crater rally going on down there in Somerville, Texas.
Yeah.
Our good buddy Blowout down
we're
there.
losing you. What happened to you? There you go. You're back.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe a little bad internet connection. Okay. Yeah, so Blowout's running his rally down in Somerville, Texas, and then we got what else exciting coming up? Oh, there's just a whole bunch of shit. We got a rally going on down in Arkansas, a couple little things. The Redneck Revival rallies next week. That's a fun old school biker party in Iowa. If anybody on listening here happens to be in Iowa, head out there to Conesville, Iowa. So there's a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, I'm just looking now, just rallies alone, not counting all the poker runs and everything else. What do we got listed on Cyclefish for this year? We have got we have got about 600 rallies alone listed for this year, just motorcycle rallies, weekend motorcycle rallies. So check out Cyclefish. Find yourself something to do.
It's that time of year, man. It's that time of year. It's that time of year for all the events,
Yeah.
It is. It's a great time of year. I just wish I wasn't so damn busy so I could actually go to an event or two. But
I know. I'd love to see that one, man.
I'm busy. And Bob, I spoke to Easy Rider today, by the way, and so we are now partnered up with Easy Rider.
Good.
They're advertising here on Cyclefish. We've got a partnership going with them, a cross promotion partnership. So they're going to be working with promoting Cyclefish throughout Easy Rider. We're going to be promoting them, of course, on our website and through our social media reach. The Easy Rider Biker Rodeo going on last weekend of August up there at Bloomville, right? Bloomville, Ohio.
Bloomville.
Yep. And we're also going to be doing some ticket giveaways here. We'll announce that over the maybe next time I'm on the show. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do here for a little contest to give away some really good ticket packages for the Easy Rider Rodeo up there in Bloomville, as well as a couple other ticket giveaways for the Route 66 motorcycle rally and for the Junebug Boogie motorcycle rally. So we'll be announcing next week some ticket giveaways we're going to be doing. Help you guys get out to some rallies.
Sweet.
Well, I wanted to mention something here. I've been doing Arcadia Kings, nice shirt.
Hint.
Oh yeah.
Hint.
I was wondering what you were doing there. I was wondering why your head went off the screen there for a minute, then I figured it out.
No, go ahead, LJ.
Well, every year I've been, for the past, I think it's the 15th annual, I've been doing a thing called Forget Work, Let's Ride. I have Scott down there on Long Island. He does it, started down there. And this event started in memory of one of my best friends, Big Tom Berg. What happened was Tom was killed in a motorcycle accident, and I was thinking of a way to remember him. Now, I had lost my license in 2009 or something like that, and sometime in 2009, and I had to go through all this thing. And I got my full license back on the last Wednesday in June of 2010. So I went back. At the time, I was in a motorcycle club, and I went to the clubhouse to pick up my bike. I was like, the girl I was dating at the time, she drove me over there, and I got on the bike, and Big Tom was there, and he looked at me and goes, "Oh, I guess we're going riding." And I go, "I got to go to work." And I said, no, I got to go to work. And he goes, no, we got to go riding. And I said, again, no, I have to go to work. And he said something that sounded real similar to forget work, let's go ride. so I said, all right. I said, we'll go riding for a little while. So he took me on, I said, I'll go riding for a little bit. We went riding around Long Island. And we got to this one intersection. He goes, if you go left back that way, he goes, that's where your job is. He goes, if you go right, we're riding out to Montauk. And it was this perfect day for riding. So I made the right, went with them, and we went out to Montauk. We had this great day. So months later, after he passed away, I was thinking of a way to remember him, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start a thing called Forget Work, Let's Ride Day. It's going to be the last Wednesday in June every year, and I started doing that. So this year is going to be the 15th annual. For the count, 2010 is the first one. Okay, because that was
Right.
the one we were on originally. So I do count that as the first one. And then we made it a national holiday. I mean, I declared it. I declared it myself. Hey, this is now a national holiday. So I've been promoting this thing for years. So if anybody out there has any way of helping me promote it, that would be great. I will send you all the information, all the stories on it. I have articles I've written on it, and it has been featured a lot of places. I've got people every year. I get people from California, from all over the country, telling me that they're doing Forget Work, Let's Ride Day rides. So I am trying to make this a memorial thing in memory of Tom. It's been going good, but you can never let up. You can never let up on it. But it's a great day.
Absolutely.
Still one up
So
here
is
in the
that like a thing that you do with your group of riders there, or are people putting together their own rides around the country on this Forget Work Let's Ride Day?
People are doing it around the country. They picked it up. I hear from people afterwards. Sometimes I don't hear about it, and I hear about it months later. I'll see something. I've had commercials pop up where they've mentioned it. I've had things online, so I've been really surprised. I mean, Get Work Let's Ride Day has become pretty big, and it's growing. Like I said, and I've done patches and shirts and all that. And I'm trying to get this to be something where it would be a national thing, like where everybody would hear about it. I mean, a lot of people do know about it, but it's been grassroots for the past 15 years.
So this is the last Wednesday of June, you said?
The last Wednesday in June every year. Yep, that's when I got
All
my
right.
license. That's when we went out riding.
Well, when we talk tomorrow, let's talk about that a little bit. Let's see how we can get the word spread and see how many rides we can get going across the country. Let's see, tell people, pick a bar, pick a gas station, pick a mini mart, just meet up and see how many people you can get together, and let's do this. Forget Work, Let's Ride Day, kind of like they have the International Female Ride Day. They have the Ride to Work Day. Let's, instead of ride to work, let's do the Forget Work, Let's Ride.
Yeah, well, Ride to Work Day is usually at the beginning of June, and I do the Forget Work Let's Ride Day. But I have the whole story about it I wrote, and like I said, it's in honor of those. The idea of Forget Work Let's Ride Day is to ride with the people that you've always been putting off. Like you got that buddy, and you always say, "We got to go riding sometime." We're going to go riding sometime, and you always put that off. So it's a day to do that, to ride with someone you've never ridden with. To ride in memory also of those we'll never get to ride with again, and to just go out and have fun. It's kind of got that spirit like when you were a kid in school and you had that ditch, the last day, end of the school year, ditch school, the school day.
Yep.
So it's kind of that, I get a lot of people who tell me, hey, listen, I got to work. I can't be taken off. I got bills to pay. And I say, hey, listen, you can't take off, don't take off. But those who can, come on. And we've had a great time up here in the Catskills. We've got the one up here this year. Well, we're starting at the Blackthorn Resort in Durham. We go up to it's Catskill Falls. It's a beautiful, beautiful waterfall. It's like a quarter-mile hike down. There's a viewing platform. We leave there. We stop at a place called the Prattsville Tavern. Prattsville Tavern is this tiny little, well, it's not too tiny, but it's in this tiny little town. It's a small town in the middle of nowhere up on the mountain.
Nice.
We stop there. We go in there. They always put out food for us. Then for this year, we're going over to a place called the Broken Spoke Saloon in Richmondville, New York. Great biker bar. A lot of things happened to them recently. The original owner, had passed away, and his daughter and his grandson picked the place up and they redid it and kept it going. They're really struggling to keep it going. Not struggling, but they're really working hard to keep the place going. And then we ended it last year. We're going to end it again this year because it was such a beautiful place. It's called Maple on the Lake. It's right over by Medusa. I forget exactly the town it's in but beautiful, beautiful place right on the water and all that. And they're very biker friendly. They love bikers and all that. So
nice.
It's just it's about a 100-mile ride we do here. I know Long Island. They start at the stuff at Harley Davidson. They've been starting there for years, and they go out to Montauk, or sometimes they just gotta mix it up and they'll go someplace else.
Yeah, I mean, we can make that ride interesting, man. We go to Montauk and cut over Shelter Island over to Greenport, and then go catch a ferry over to Connecticut. I mean, there's a lot you can do there, bro. You have a lot you can do.
I have
it's
no
funny
idea
that-
what the hell you're talking about, but okay.
you know, you don't know the area. Where the Forks are on Long Island, there's a little island in between the Forks on Long Island. A lot of people don't know about it, called Shelter Island. Beautiful area.
Yeah. Great
You
ride.
got to cross on the ferries and go from.
He's out in California. He don't know about these things.
I don't know
Bob
about
might know
those.
about it, but I don't know. No.
But yeah, let's talk about this.
Nope.
Let's see how many group rides we can get going across the country. I mean, that'll really help Johnny and I get some good corporate sponsors too, if we can get all their people to take a day off work.
Absolutely.
Speaking of corporate sponsors, hey, speaking of corporate sponsors, I got a shout out to Schmidt Law Firm, okay, in Missouri. So Schmidt Law Firm, KansasCityLawyers.com. They stepped up and gave us $200 for sponsorship at the Lake of the Ozarks bike rides rally last week. So that was great of them to support us. What I did with that is I took that money and I ordered some swag, right? Ordered some can koozies with Motorcycle Mayhem radio on it. And so if you see me around the country, you see me at bike events, go up, mention Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, Schmidt Law Firm, and you'll get a free can koozie.
Cool.
So shout out to them. We really appreciate. That's our first official sponsor for our show, I think, maybe on the road. So that was pretty fun.
Awesome, man.
Awesome, brother. Good job. we don't got nobody commenting tonight, man. The comments are really LJ is the only one that commented tonight. So,
Yeah, not here.
so
Give us a like, though. Here,
You know, I think Johnny. I think a lot of these people. I was kind of looking at the show. A lot of people watch the reruns. You know, they just it hasn't got quite to the point yet where people know exactly what time we're coming on.
Yeah, I know.
They're tuning in, but I do see a lot of views afterwards. You know, we've been sharing it out on our social network, and I've got to start sharing it here on Cyclefish. Also, we'll put the rerun up on Cyclefish, the video, and a lot of people, the same as your other show, and some of the other biker shows out there. I see, sometimes a limited amount of people that watch it live, and then they come back and they
absolutely do.
Their friends talk about it, or they gets picked up in a search engine because we were talking about a certain topic or whatever, and so you'll see a lot more. But then again, we can't respond to your comments. So if you're listening to this tomorrow, make sure next week you come in and tune in on Wednesday so you can actually comment and we can respond to your comments.
Yeah,
so,
right now we're 8:30ish. No.
We live in age right now. I mean, I hope everybody can hear me good. I mean, think about it. I mean, years ago, back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, I mean, if your show was on, your favorite TV show was on, you made sure you were home at Tuesday night at 8
exactly.
o'clock.
I don't know what's going on tonight, but everybody's got poor Wi-Fi tonight. Everybody's freezing up out there. LJ, your mic is going in and out. You know what? Let's do this. Let's pay some bills real quick. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go nowhere, all right?
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
There are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.
All right.
Ooh, that berry.
You good?
It's good. Very good.
She just tried you held it up.
Very good.
The Rockaberry from Rocka Vodka.
Rocka good.
You like it?
Yes. Very good.
Would you buy it?
Yes.
Cheers.
What do you think of that?
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome,
I
right?
freaking love it.
This is Rocka Vodka. This is
Vodka
Bones.
is my middle name.
This is Bones' first shot of it. What do you think of that?
I say give me another shot.
All right. You want to try the vodka myself?
Yeah.
This shit's dangerous.
Just here. We got Bones, and we got Smokey here from the Punishers, and they're trying the Rocka Vodka.
Woo.
And it's diet vodka.
Yes. No calories.
Like heaven.
Woo!
Yeah, you like it. Oh yeah, the vodka that rocks, guys. So that stuff is. I had my other show tonight, my FM show, and Rock and Vodka was on the show, giving us some taste tests. Oh my God, that's all I got to say. So LJ, you got to try this stuff. You will absolutely love it.
Can you hear me now?
I'm definitely looking forward to trying it.
Let me see, Bob Johnson.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you good now.
You got me?
You're freezing up a little
All
bit, but you
right.
sound good.
Look at this.
Yeah, well, I noticed I'm watching it on the on my phone also, and on the phone it's got a very clear and good picture, so it's going well. It's just when we're looking at it, I think it's just fuzzy on our end.
I just saw the same thing. Same thing, Johnny. I went back and checked where I was seeing the blurry, what we're seeing on our screen here. And I went back and I checked what's going out live to the audience, and the one that's going out live to the audience does not have what we're seeing on it. So it's something in the software or something in your connection. But what's going out there and the audience is seeing is looking just fine.
Absolutely. So let's go over to LJ for a second here. LJ, I saw you had a pretty cool weekend this weekend, right?
Went on a scavenger hunt. We went on a scavenger hunt put on by the Amazon Nation, and it was a great time, man. I mean, I joined up about the fourth stop. I joined up with the guys. I had to go home and get the bike fixed up a little bit. I had a few things I had to touch up on it and get it ready to go. And we had a really good time. I mean, I met up with the guys, and see Brian, Bill, and Ryan right there, and his Eclipse Brian right there. You know him, and it went all over the. There I am. Look at that. And beautiful, beautiful ride. I mean, very well done. I mean, you see the riddles and the rhymes and all that, telling everybody where it is. It was a lot of fun. And then they had an after party at this park, which park? I forget was the name of it, which park. And it was really cool. I mean, they had burgers and hot dogs, a lot of side salads, to go with the stuff. And, it was all $15, and it was just a great time, man.
So tell us about this dollar. What's up with the dollar?
Well, they had different things out there. So that stop was you had to go down a road and you had to find a buck. Okay, but the buck was $2. So one of them was a mailbox that was shaped like a deer, like a buck,
Oh.
And they said find the hidden buck, and in the middle of the road there was $1 to the road for extra points. We actually did win, and I think we were the only ones who did the whole thing. It was really, really well done. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of scavenger hunts, but I really like this one. It was just clever. It was put together well. They did a really, really great job.
It looks like you had a good time. It looks like you had a really good time.
I always feel bad, like I said, when people do that much work and put together such a great event, and then you get a little bit, because, it was supposed to rain that day, and it did rain. I think it rained like 10 minutes during the whole ride. And, it's a shame because the rain will scare off a lot of people, but a lot of people did show up at the end site, which is a great thing. So we had a really good time. So.
Excellent, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was just great. It's just great to be out there with my brothers and be out riding again. And, my president, Bill, will tell you, I did complain a little bit. He was like, he was busting my chops. He's like, what is your problem? It's a little cold, a little raining. But people don't understand. Listen, I got, my body, it's just when it changes quick like that, my muscles just tighten up. And when you're riding and you're bent over, and I got the straight bars and all that on my bike, so it could be painful, But I enjoyed it.
We're getting old.
Yeah.
We're getting old.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we are getting old.
So let's do this. Let's kick it over to Bob. Right, Bob's always going somewhere.
What's happening?
Bob's always going somewhere.
Yep.
Bob's always somewhere.
I am. So I just got back from Lake of the Ozarks Rides Rally. It was a pretty weak turnout, but a lot of great people, a lot of great support there. Lake of the Ozarks, Harley Davidson does a great job. I think everybody had a lot going on this weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend. Everybody's, had plans, but we had great weather. It had rain the first, early in the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, but after that it cleared up and we had great weather, great show, met some great new vendors, And we've got the vendor spotlight coming up here whenever you're ready, Johnny.
Right.
Motor Dog 69.
All right, check it out. Right back.
Are you ready?
On the road. I'm here with your vendor spotlight of the week. Motor Dog 69. They make challenge coins and mounts for your motorcycle. They go on your gas cap, your air cleaner, your license plate, things like that. All kinds of different styles and shapes. They have the military, all branches of the military, different specialty logos. Check them out. Motor Dog 69. They travel the country. They do them. They have a website. They're on Amazon. Motor Dog 69 is your vendor spotlight of the week. I'm Bob, and I'm on the road.
Beautiful Bob in there. You know, they got some cool stuff, you know.
How about that?
Yeah. Cool stuff, man.
Yeah, they're coins for that you can put them on your gas cap. They mount, they secure. You can do specialty ones. He can create something for you, but he has patented system on these. You can see by the different everything. I mean, just air cleaners. They go on the hub of your front wheel.
Yeah, I've seen this
all
guy.
kinds of different ways to mount them. Yeah, he's a great dude, and he's got, like I said, all the military branches, and he does a great job. He created a great product that is brand specific. It's also, you know, whatever you like. Legion riders, VFW riders, all of it. He's got it, and it's a great product. It's very affordable, and it's quality. It's very good stuff. So, yeah,
Nice.
good product to have on your bike. Well, you decorate your bike and personalize it.
Johnny, can you go back?
So this week, I'm headed.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Johnny, go back to the picture of the coins for a second.
The coins?
Yeah, go back to the picture of the coins. But look at that with the logo right there, Motorcycle Mayhem. It looks like I could take that and put it on one of those coins. And
Yeah.
it's ready
Yeah.
to go, man.
I think
I
it's a
think ready to
plan.
go.
We have one somewhere. We
What's-
have the coins. We have coins, the Motorcycle Mayhem coins. Somewhere in here.
Really? Well, we'll have to get that done. I'll give him a call and reach out to him and send that, see what he can come up with.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So this week I'm off to Baldwin, Michigan for the Blessing of the Bikes. It's a huge turnout. I think it's the 52nd year, I believe.
Wow.
And so yeah, they always have great turnout. It always rains. It's always 50, and then it's always 80. So check it out. Get up there if you're in the Michigan area. Blessing of the Bikes is always a great turnout. They close the street. They put a big ladder up so you can go down and take a picture of the many thousands of bikes that are up and down the street. So yeah, it's a good time. A lot of good vendors that go up there, and I've been going up there for years, and I'm going to be a little late tomorrow, but that's all right. I had to help a buddy today. He got stuck in a ditch, so he's the vendor that's headed up there. I'll be headed up in the morning. It's a great time.
Yeah, man. Bob's all
Other
over
than
the
that,
place, man.
next weekend, I do travel a lot. So next week, after this weekend, we're at Sandusky Bike Week, which coincides with Ohio Bike Week. We love the town. The town really goes all out. There's several locations of events going on, bands. Of course, the Jazz McCain Rock and Ride benefit. I've got some, she does, what is her? The Rockstar Ride with Jazz McCain is May the 25th. It benefits the Corman Maxton Soviak Memorial Foundation. So Jasmine's doing a great thing. She's doing a ride. She's doing a concert later that night at the Rock and Ranch Saloon, which is always a great venue.
Jasmine's amazing, man.
Other
We
than
love
that,
what
I'm
she
just-
does.
Hey, Bob, how many people would you estimate show up at that Baldwin Blessing of the Bike up there? Are we talking in the tens of thousands of people?
I'd say around 15,000
Okay.
Is a fair estimate. Yeah,
Yeah, I was-
it's just for 15,000 for a bike blessing is unheard of. So
That's pretty big. Yeah,
I
I've worked with those guys over there at Paragon Promotions, for quite a few years now, and they're just they never wanted to give me any exact numbers of what they got out there. I know they put on sell a lot of the vendor spots and stuff like that over there, but never really had any exact numbers. So I was just curious how many people showed up out there.
Sweet.
right. No, it's a great one. I set up. He sets up at the south end of town. I'm at the north end of town. I go through the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
And we're on a different lot.
Okay.
Gil from Paragon is a good
Yeah,
guy.
he seems like a good
But
guy.
we just send different lots. But yeah, he's a leather vendor.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does a good job. He does his own events around the country. But I just happened to fall in with the Chamber of Commerce lot somehow, and we set up there, and it's fun because everybody comes back and they go, I know you're in the second row and you're the second vendor behind him, so I always know where to come get my glasses. So
Good.
it's kind of fun for me to have that following
That's what-
up there, and it's just a great time.
Yeah, having that consistency and having that follow is great. I mean, I know there's certain vendors at certain rallies that I go look for every time, and it's really nice when they are in the same place, so they, so you can find them without searching. Especially the ones that have tons of vendors.
All you gotta do is look
But
for that big, huge yellow
Right. It's
yeah,
trailer.
a big yellow trailer. Yeah, can't miss that thing. But
right.
yeah, Gil puts on
Well,
a
I
lot
was
of.
trying to set up in my garage with the trailer sunglasses in the background on the back of my trailer so everybody could look for that as they travel down the road. But like I say, I live in a tin box and it's a metal sided home and barn dominium, and there's zero reception inside the garage. So I'm literally, see my garage door? I'm outside in my driveway with the light on. My wife was kind enough to set me up a light so you could see my fantastic face here.
Oh, there you go.
It looks good, Bob. It looks really good, though, man.
Face.
That looks great. That looks great. It looks almost as nice as Johnny's studio over there.
There you go.
Johnny's got the whole thing going on with the background and everything. I gotta improve my little work area here.
Bob talks about his trailer, but when you find him at one of these events, man, he's got so many sunglasses. He sells a lot of other stuff too. He's amazing at what he does. I love your glasses, Bob, and you got good quality stuff too, man. Really good quality stuff at great prices. So
Thank you.
cheers to you, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're about to launch a new product, a phone mount that's actually made in the USA. The price point is $139.95, but 100% made in the USA. So that's going to be fun for us. And I enjoy promoting the local people who are making stuff, and I show that out on the road. But we also got a $40 phone mount. But those are just two items I sell. I try to stick to sunglasses because I don't want to be the Walmart on the road. I want to sell sunglasses, and that's what I do.
Yep.
There you go, man.
Well,
Hey,
good
guys,
for you.
check it
Good
out.
for you, man.
Check it out. Check out.
Appreciate that.
We're just talking about Gil there. Oh, go ahead, Johnny.
Check out.
So you got it.
The High Seas Rally, guys. We're going on it this year. I got to get you guys on this rally, man. I think you guys have a blast. I mean, Bob, I'd love to see you be a vendor on this ship, man. I think you would do fantastic. A cruise ship, sunglasses, it all goes together, my friend. Right? So this year.
Right. Sounds like a plan.
Like a necessity.
The ship is leaving Tampa Bay, October 26th to November 2nd. Okay, going to Tampa, Bimini, Grand Bahama Island, Nassau, and Coco Cay. It's going to be an amazing time. Use promo code Mayhem, and you'll get $250 on ship credit right there. A lot of great bands. Lou Graham from Foreigner, Vixen, so many more great bands. Gary Michaels, our friend Gary Michaels, will be on the ship. So you got to definitely check out the High Seas Rally. Go to highseasrally.com, man, and you'll love
Johnny,
it.
You've been on the High Seas Rally before, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you now. I mean, being as it's a biker thing, do people wear like leathers and all that? Is everybody in t-shirts and shorts?
You can wear whatever you want. I mean, a lot of people
I'm
wearing
just
shorts and they're wearing their leathers, their vests.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people just wear this. Honestly, there's no captain's night, okay? But there is like Halloween night. They had what was it? All kinds of different nights. They had pirate night, hobo night. They had all kinds of fun stuff that you can dress up. But most of the people, honestly, were just walking around in their bathing suits, man, having a good time, and that's what it was all about. The minute you get on the ship, first of all, when you're in Tampa, there's a pre-party, and that's when you start meeting everybody. And then I had the hotel right there. When I'm sitting by the bar, I made so many friends at the bar before I even got on the ship. And then once you get on the ship, now you start knowing everybody, and you're having a good time. You start seeing the same people over and over again, and you have a blast. And by the end of the trip, you got brothers and sisters, my friend. So
I bet.
Check out the High Seas Rally, man.
I went to a beach town one time years ago. I was dating this girl, and she invited me. I think it was Montauk. We went to Montauk, and they had in this store, and I didn't get it. I had money on me, but I didn't have a lot of money, and we were doing a lot of stuff. But they had this shirt. It was like a Hawaiian shirt, but it was like this Harley parked in front of like a tiki bar, like a grass hut tiki bar. It was like a black and white shirt. It was really cool, and I was like so close to buying it, but I didn't. And to this day, I still regret not buying that shirt because I could see me wearing that shirt and a pair of shorts the whole trip. Just that.
That's what I wore.
Jump in the pool and get out.
That's what I wore. I didn't care. I didn't care. I just wore whatever.
No?
You know what I mean? It was a great time to be had by all. Though,
Plus all
And he-
those bands. I mean, Lou Graham from Foreign. I mean, I lived in Rochester for years back in the '80s and all
yeah,
that. And that's where he's from and everything. And he's huge out there. I mean, it's all people talk about. I had a close friend of mine. I haven't been able to find him for years. His name was Judd, and actually he was cousins with Lou Graham. I guess they were real close. And I keep saying to myself, if I ever meet Lou Graham, I gotta ask him, whatever happened to Judd? Is he all right?
right. No, it's all good, man. So how about let's go to Lucky here. Lucky, we're talking about
cool.
you're talking about events before. Now every event has its own personality. Am I right?
It does. It does. There's something for everybody out there, and they're all unique.
And what do you think about the events that happen, like the spring rally and the fall rally? You think they're the same events, or they have a different kind of feeling at each one? What do you think about that?
It depends. It depends on the promoter that's putting them on. Some of them will do themes and just have things a little different. But a lot of them, they seem about the same, the spring rallies and the fall rallies. The spring rallies are usually a little more pumped up. People are getting out, they're breaking loose. They've been in all winter or whatever, not on their bikes, and they definitely haven't been going to any motorcycle events. So the spring rally is more of it's like a college spring break. It's like, hey, we're loose, we're out, we're about. The ones toward the end of the year that I've always seen, at least the ones that I've gone to, the September, October rallies seem to be a little more mellow. It's more of kind of a wind down to the end of the riding season type thing. So that's just my feel on them is, the spring rallies tend to just get the bigger crowds. The people are jumping out. By the end of the year, the fall rallies, it's just people are they're out of money. They're burnt out, not burnt out, but they're rallied out. If you're getting your true rally goers that are going to 4 or 5 rallies a year, they've seen them all. So it's just more of let's get together with some friends. I see a lot more kicking back going on, sitting around the campsites, around the campfire, with a beer, just shooting the shit with your biker buddies that you see at those rallies once a year. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
agree.
it's just a little different.
And
Absolutely.
they're starting to plan. They're starting to plan for the next year as well in those fall rallies.
Yep.
They'll be out and they're like, okay, this is fun. We did this, and this year, but next year, here's what we're going to do. And you'll even hear it. I hear them talking at the vendor trailer. So it's fun to see that transpire and how that progresses, spring all the way through fall, and then it's just fun to watch.
Now,
It is
Bob-
amazing, and it's amazing how early people plan because believe it or not, one of our busiest times is like right after Christmas, the week after Christmas through the beginning of February, the first week of February. We see more people looking at our major events. I mean, not the local poker runs that they're thinking about doing this Saturday. Usually we see that traffic on Tuesday or Wednesday each week. You know how bikers are. What am I going to do this weekend? But the people that are planning are looking at our calendar from the day after Christmas right up through the beginning of February, because they need to they need to plan their time off work. So they need to find somebody to watch the kids or the dog or the house or whatever, and they need to make those plans. So these rally promoters, just a little note to the rally promoters out there: if you don't have your dates out by that time of year, there's a good chance if you're going to put them out in April or May, which I see a lot of these bigger rallies doing. I mean, Easy Rider's a great example. I mean, they just released their date, what, Bob, three weeks ago or something for the Easy Rider Rodeo in Bloomville.
Yeah.
I mean, people have already made their decisions.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we're already going somewhere in June, we're already going somewhere in August, we're already going somewhere in the end of September, and now to fit another one in the end of August, beginning of September.
Mhm.
It's just kind of rough. So, yeah,
It's vacation time. People have to get their vacation time planned, and like you said, the kids and dog and somebody to watch the house. So they've got to get that vacation time planned. And just like us vendors, people need to plan. So the sooner, and we harp on this every week, but it is very important to get those
especially
dates
for your
out
vendors,
there. And
you're trying to lay a
it's
map
just
out.
vital.
You're trying to lay a map out. I'm going here, making my circle. And like you told us last week, you try to get home every certain amount of weeks. So you've got a map laid out of where's the most convenient stops to hit to make that circle. And then all of a sudden somebody's going to say, well, if you drive 900 miles out of your way, you can get to our rally somewhere in there and plan that at the last minute. So, again, event promoters out there,
I just
get the dates out there as soon as you have the property locked in. You got a city locked in. You got an address locked in. If nothing else, just put save the date. You know, you don't need a
Absolutely.
band announcement. You don't.
Yep. It's
you don't
important.
need all that stuff. Just save the date.
Well, I got a question for you, Bob. Now, how do you plan an event like you say you're going to Baldwin for an event? How do you get in there?
Right.
And the other sunglass guys, how do you get that spot?
Okay. Well, you take what you can get, but I got in Baldwin just from word of mouth of another vendor. Said, hey, you ought to try this. There's not a lot of sunglasses there, and we have a good spot. And so I got in that one just by a friend and signed up and did it and got there late and did okay. Met some great people, and we actually knew people right away first day. So that was fun. That was many years ago. And then we got into others, just by same thing, going to Cyclefish, going to websites. Facebook, looking at the things people post and reaching out to people, reaching out through friendships and other vendors. Today is a great example. I just signed up for the Barber Vintage Festival in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, cool.
So that's I have a great run. I have a great fall run. So I go Geneva on the Lake in Thunder on the Strip in Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. Then I go to Lake of the Ozarks Bike Fest.
Right.
Then I go to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue in Arkansas, Smoky Mountain Bike Week, Barber Vintage Festival, Daytona, Panama City, and Galveston. What a great run. What a great fall run.
You are busy, my friend. Yes, you
Well,
are.
let me ask you guys-
That's going to be
Let me
fun.
ask you guys a question. I mean, I have not been to the Florida Keys, and I've heard a lot lately, and I've kind of put that on my bucket list. It's kind of penciled in there as one of the things I want to do. Has anybody ridden the Florida Keys yet?
I have.
Is it as
I have.
amazing as they
No.
say it is?
I
was
have.
Yep, I was raised in Florida, and
Oh,
I
wow.
just moved out here 30 years ago. Yeah, that was one of our favorite rides. I was in the Miami Fort Lauderdale area. That ride, well, it's changed a lot now, but back in the day when I was down there in the 70s when I was first riding motorcycles, there were just 2-lane bridges, and I mean some of the bridges down there, as you've heard, are pretty long. You got the 7-mile bridge, the 3-mile bridge. So if you're afraid of heights or afraid of narrow roads,
Nope.
over ocean, because you're over pure ocean. Those are you're not, it's not like a bridge over a river. You are in the ocean because those are islands in the ocean that these bridges are jumping between. So if you go off the edge, you're actually in the Atlantic Ocean, and you're 20 miles off the coast of mainland USA when you go into the ocean. So don't do that.
I did that ride. I did that ride from Key Largo to Key West, which was amazing. And crossing the 7-mile bridge and the 5-mile bridge, all that,
Yeah.
and getting all the way to Key West. It's not as far as people think, And then I ended up at Leesburg Bike Fest that same week. But yeah, so, that ride alone is a great experience because, like you were saying, it's only maybe 100 feet wide. You got blue water on both sides. You go over that bridge, you're in the middle of the ocean. You're right. You're in the middle of the ocean.
Are there railings or what? Are there sides?
Oh yeah,
or what?
there's railings, and the bridges are much different these days. I'm telling you, back in the 70s and back when I was a kid, even before that, going down there with my parents and stuff, the bridges were two-lane roads. Some of them 4-lane on some of the bigger bridges between the major islands. But then you had little catwalks off to the side, and people would, they walk out on the catwalks from the land, and that's where you fish off the bridges. So there's catwalks on the side, but there are guardrails. But now, from what I've seen of the pictures, I haven't been down there in quite a few years. But they've actually got 4-lane, super highways, super bridges down there now. But it's an amazing ride, as Johnny said. Riding over the ocean like that for 7 straight miles of just being over the ocean is just an amazing thing in itself. The islands are so small. I mean, most of the islands are no wider than maybe a mile at some of the bigger islands.
Yeah,
if that, and maybe a couple miles long, but a lot of them are a quarter mile wide. You just got strip of businesses on the side with a strip of houses behind it, and that's all there
basically
is.
it. Yeah.
And Key West is a fun place to party. I mean, they've got some bars down there in Key West. I mean, you can stay out all
Cowboy
night.
bar, yeah.
The Cowboy bar.
Are those bars and hotels and all they expensive out there, or what's the rate?
Depending on the time of the year.
Not killer. But my favorite bar down there is Kevin's, Irish Kevin's.
Yeah.
They got the dueling pianos and shit. That's fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
is that in Key West?
Yeah. Key
Yeah, I've
West.
been down there for a while. Yeah, down on Duval Street down there in Key West. I remember they had tons of bars. Of course, the world famous Sloppy Joe's was down there
That's still
from the
there.
movie. Yep, from the what was it, Humphrey Bogart or whoever was in that movie
You
years
see, one
ago.
thing that was pretty cool is the High Seas Rally last year. The first stop was Key West.
Oh, okay.
So and then you did whatever you want. And what happened was pretty cool, is that some of the bars honored like the ship, like were like a party, like a private party. So you can go out to this party and on different bars. It was cool. Cool stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun ride. If you get the chance, take it, LJ. And as far as prices, just don't be one of the snowbirds and go down there in the wintertime, because then you're going to pay 3 times the amount of everybody else.
And a lot of chickens running around. I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
All right. A lot of chickens.
I just like I said, recently I've heard from a few people that it's just one of those places one of those rides you got to do.
You got
Put
it
on your bucket list, without a doubt. Yep.
Yeah.
You love it. That ride, and also crossing the Chesapeake Bridge and Tunnel. You ever did that one, Lucky?
No, I've never done that. I've only seen pictures of that. Even the amount of time that when I lived up in New Jersey area, I've never got out there. But I know it's isn't that supposedly the longest bridge in the United States?
Yeah, and it's got 2 tunnels in it. So what's cool about that bridge is you're riding on a bridge, right? You're riding. I crossed it with the motorcycle, no less. It goes into Virginia Beach. So you're riding on a motorcycle, and then you see a ship right in front of you, and you're like, there's a ship in front of me. Then also you go down you come back out on the other side of the ship, on the bridge again. And then you go down again, and then you come back out. I think there's two tunnels.
So they did that so they didn't have to build a bridge high enough for the ships to go under, so you just go under the ships. Okay.
The ships go over.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't go over on a bike, but we were going down to Virginia Beach, me and some guys, and we went down there, I don't know how many years ago, 13, 14 years ago. And we trailed the bikes down. It was snowing and crappy up on the island, and we went down there. And I tell you, it was just like, it was like you leave winter and you go down to Virginia Beach and you're riding, and it's just all this beauty down there. Beautiful, beautiful area. And I really loved it. I mean, I've been a lot of places, but Virginia Beach was one of the places that I was going to retire and move somewhere.
Right.
That'll probably be one of the places. But I tell you, and then you come back and it's snowing and cold and all that.
Well, that's the way it was when you leave for Bike Week in March. Sometimes there's snow all over the cars, and then you drive down and you stop at the south of the border, and it's 75 degrees out. I got a picture.
My father said that years ago. He said, when you go, he's ridden down there a couple times. And he said it's funny. You reach that one spot south of the border, and it's like the temperature just changes.
Yep.
I have a picture of my car full of snow, and then the next picture is my car in 75-degree weather. Beautiful. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember doing the opposite, living in Florida. I remember, sometimes I'd come up out of Florida. I just feel like, going on, me and a couple buddies on a, 2 or 3 day bike ride. Once you got up through Georgia, North Carolina, depending on the South Carolina, North Carolina, depending on the time of the year, it would change pretty drastically. Like you say, as soon as you get into that area, or just climbing the hills sometimes in Georgia there. It's just, we wouldn't have any gear with it. We were young, dumb, and stupid.
Yeah.
We had a jean jacket with us, basically, no chaps, no leathers or anything. We'd be riding for Florida weather and, get up there and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's cold up here,
So LJ,
yo,
tell us about this, and maybe you can get it on Cyclefish as well.
Yes, well, I think it already is. It's the Red Barn Riders RC presents the 6th annual Nathan's Ride. That is the front of this year's shirt. It was done by a girl, Kim Sternis, out of Long Island. You can see her. She's not a friend of mine, and I do post her link on my page. But, man, she did this shirt, and she did a shirt for us last year. Last year we had this shirt was like a David Mann type style. It was a bike blasting out of a barn. Now, Nathan, who we do this ride for, okay, only responds to Mickey Mouse, okay? It's like he's in a certain state and all that. He's got brittle bone disease. He's got a lot of things. I can't remember everything he's got, but he's like 11 years old right now. And one of the few things, as far as I know, the only thing he responds to is Mickey Mouse. Now, we wanted to do a shirt a couple of years ago, but as everybody knows, Disney sues for anything. And we're just like, well, we don't want to get sued by Disney and doing an event to raise money, and Disney sues us. Now, this year in January, Steamboat Willie, which was the original Mickey Mouse, became public domain. So we decided, hey, listen, we were like, let's use Steamboat Willie. And then as things progressed, we kind of changed it around. And now that is the Red Barn Rodent. Okay. He's not Tucson Willie or whatever, Steamboat Willie or Mickey Mouse. He is the Red Barn Rodent, and he's going to be like our new mascot.
Red Barn Rodent.
Yeah, the Red Barn Rodent. I mean, I think he's a cool looking little biker mouse, and he's a party guy. So, he's going to be the next Spuds McKenzie.
So, would you guys like to add anything else before we end the show?
No. Just LJ, we do have it on Cyclefish LJ, and I just actually upgraded it to a feature event, so it's highlighted and featured on our calendar for you to get some more people out there. There's no way people can miss it if they go to our New York calendar now.
Nice.
So, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Now, Bob, I think we should end the show with the Arcadia Kings again. What do you think?
It's good to know people, Lucky.
Sure, sounds good.
What do you guys think here? Here's Kip again.
Oh, yeah. Also, I want to say one quick thing. My father has spent the past month with my buddy Craig and my bro Craig down in South Carolina. They're coming back tonight. So it's going to be good to see him. So, Pappy, welcome back.
All right, Pappy. Back. Oh, Pappy's feeling better?
And I'm sure he's going to do. He was having a bowl down in South Carolina, so now he's coming back up here, and he's got to help me clean the yard. So we'll see how good he feels tomorrow.
Right. So Kip is saying that Cyclefish is connected with Easy Rider Magazine. Which we made that announcement tonight. That Cyclefish is connected to the Easy Rider Magazine, right?
Yeah. With that,
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah. So very good. So let's end the show with paying some bills here. And we're going to end the show with Arcadian Kings again. Awesome. Those guys were, I got to say.
Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armor.
Sorry. I prematurely. I just started playing the commercial without, thinking. Guys,
Arcana Kings. Say it with me. Arcana Kings.
Arcana.
What am I saying? You're saying
Hear me?
You're saying it with a Indiana accent.
Arcana Kings.
Arcana Kings.
Okay.
There you go.
I like Acadian Kings, but all right.
Wow.
You say it, LJ.
Arcana Kings. It's hard not to say it the other way, but
there you go.
How about you, Lucky? Can you say it?
Arcana Kings. See, that was easy, Johnny.
Just me being
Bingo.
Okay.
That's almost as easy as Aquatiki.
Akatiki.
Thank God the Arcadian Kings are playing at the Aquatiki, right?
That's how we can tell if we're sober or not.
That's funny.
There you go. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining again. We have a great show here, man. And we're live here every Wednesday now, 8:30. So you can find Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Wait, I'm sorry, guys. Before I end the show, I got to make this announcement also. Hold on, let me find it here. Hold on, I gotta get my act together here. We got this motorcycle again, Lucky. We're doing this bike.
Okay.
Rocking the Road for a Cure. I want to do the same thing with Rocking the Road for a Cure, like you're talking about doing with Forget Work, Let's Ride Day. You know what I mean? That October is Breast Cancer Month, right?
Right.
So I would love to have like rides all over the country for Breast Cancer Month. And all the proceeds will go to Rockin' the Road for a Cure. You know what I mean? Because
let's talk about that. I can definitely help you get the word out. And let's talk about doing something like that. And
So this year
everybody
now,
everybody put together their own ride, and everybody can try to win a motorcycle and donate some money to the Rockin' the Road for a Cure. Let's do it.
Right. So we did it. We just did it a few months ago.
Let's do it. Sounds like a plan.
Right now we're doing this 2024 Street Bob. Harley Davidson Street Bob, gorgeous bike. You can see it right there.
It is a nice looking bike.
It's $100 for a raffle, guys. So I don't want people say, "Well, that's a lot of money," but you know what though? There's 21 prizes. Okay, you're one raffle. You can win 10 prizes, maybe. You can win 5. You can win the bike and a leather jacket. You can win the bike and a helmet, or you can win a leather jacket and a leather vest. So there is so many prizes with this bike. So it's not just the bike, and 100% of the proceeds goes to Rockin' the Road for a Cure. They deliver food every other weekend. The president herself, Dawn D'Amelia, is out there every weekend, every other weekend delivering food for the breast cancer patients. So, jump on board, guys. Go to rockintheroadforacure.org, and you'll see the bike. Buy it today. There's only 300 chances. That's it. 300 chances. And
What are the tickets going for?
what was that?
What are the tickets going for? You?
$100.
That's it. That's nothing.
$100. Like I said, you can win the bike, or you can win the bike, a jacket, a helmet, all three, or you can win 21 prizes if you're lucky enough. So
If you buy 21 tickets, you can win all 21 prizes.
there you go. You never know.
Take it all. Take it all.
So Bob actually donated some sunglasses to the last thing we did. Thank you, Bob. That was awesome of you. So
Cool.
Yep.
again,
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Good guy.
So
All righty,
again,
guys. Well, it was a fun show. Really enjoyed seeing everybody, talking to everybody again. And next week, we'll do
Yep.
some announcements on those ticket giveaways I was telling you about, the Easy Rider Rodeo, Junebug Boogie,
yeah,
the Route 66 Rally. We're going to be giving away tickets to all of those and some other special goodies. And
Right.
hopefully I'll have a special guest we were trying to get on tonight, but I will have a special guest out here to be talking about a fun rally down there in Tennessee, the Junebug Boogie. We'll do a little
Junebug
feature on their rally down there.
I gotta
Johnny loves
get
that.
to that one. I really do.
That's gotta
Johnny,
be a
you got to
song.
get down. That's not
Right.
Tennessee's not that far from you, Johnny. Actually, when you think about it, I
It's
mean,
about 16 hours, all right?
Can we get?
And it's
can we
is
get
it really
like-
that?
it's Eastern Tennessee.
Okay, is it really that far for you? I thought Tennessee. I don't know. It's been a
Yeah,
while since I've been up and down the
Hey,
East
listen,
Coast.
just in my head, I'm just hearing the Junebug Boogie should be a song. And maybe we can get the Arcana Kings to write a song,
Yeah.
man.
The Junebug Boogie.
Yeah. just
Junebug
got-
Boogie.
They got the got
There you go.
banjo in there somewhere.
All right, Johnny. Well, if I get down to the Junebug Boogie, because I'm
Right.
planning on getting down to one of their events, maybe the one later in the year.
Right.
If I can make it down there from California, you can certainly make it down there from Long Island.
I will do my
So,
best. I love
right.
Tennessee. Yes, I do. So, all
right.
right, guys. We're going to end the show with a couple commercials. And check out
I will.
Icadian
Arcana.
Kings.
Arcana.
That's what I said, Bob. Icana Kings.
Arcana Kings.
Check out this band, all right, and you'll love them. But we're gonna pay a couple of bills first, and then we'll get over to the Icadian Kings. So we'll be right back, guys. I want to say good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Arcana.
We out.
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking
Okay.
great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
There are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.